Okay, this is the turn 73 for PB15 Krill again. I've already logged into this game, but I've not actually done anything at all. I've been trying to get the screen resolution to work better. Unfortunately, I can't stream at the full screen size. I drop way too many frames. Yeah, internet's not that great for me. Good enough for most things, but not for streaming at high resolutions. So I've decided to go with a 12, I think it's 1280 by 800 resolution. It's just about good enough to show the full city screen and make it so that I can actually see and click the top few population without much difficulty. That's like the main issue I've got. I'd actually happily play in 10. I do happily play in 1024 by 768, but I always think it makes the stream look a bit funky. Other people might be used to widescreen views rather than the good old box resolutions. Anyway, on with the turn. As I look around, there's nothing really here that's changed. Novice has moved the warrior away. That's about it. So there's nothing special here. I can go on with scouting. Well, I know where Pindicator is now. The point is, I've moved out to try and get some scouting done, but I'm not that fussed about making contact with them. I want to make contact, and I will make contact. But now that there's all these cottages around, I want to basically pillage them. I want the gold. It's that simple. So it's, which ones do I do first? If I look closer, I see that there's some flatland around. Flatland tile here. If there's a hill here, I could move up. I could move onto the grassland here, get contact, and then go up to pillage this hamlet. But I'm not that. I don't think there's going to be a hill there. There's a hill here, but that's not in this culture, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go down and pillage that. Pillage this cottage, then I'll move onto this tile here to get vision, to say hello. Like scare Indicator a bit, and then I'll move up to the hamlet and pillage that and come round again. The warrior, I want to make contact with Scooter over here, so I'm just going to move him around. I want to move him safely as well. If I move up here, I can cover 2 extra tiles, but I must move down again to go around. So that might slow me down a bit if there's a barb on these tiles. Though to be honest, if there's a barb on any of these tiles, I'm dead. This warrior's dead anyway. So, what am I going to do? Well, there's not going to be any resources here because there's a pig tile. I know that's a grassland, I know that's coast. I don't care. I'm going to move down. Move this archer up because it's a sentry. And I can see that Commodore's settled. How many cities does Commodore have? Yeah, same amount as me. He's actually keeping up. He's managed to keep up. He's just said to hell with military and just gone Farmer's Gambit to defend and to try and keep up economically. Perfectly legit, because no one's called him on it. If no one calls you on it, it's a legit strat, pretty much. I could have. Don't get me wrong, I probably could have knocked out with Novice, built a few chariots and gone and try and wreck his game. Probably could have. Oh no, I couldn't have succeeded much more really with the copper. 2 spears and he'd have been fine. So I could have tried, but I prefer the way it's gone now, because even if Commodore's back in the game, he might not be back in the game, but even if he's keeping up and he's still a danger to other people got to pay attention to him. It's not just me that's got to pay attention, it's the Thoth. Basically, he's got to do it, and then he's going to compete with this land over here with Sidoa, so that's going to help keep Sidoa in check. And down here towards Scooter, so if he keeps those players in check, I'm happy because I can't do it. So I'd rather he keep them in check. As long as he doesn't throw everything at me, this has worked out in my favour. this archer. The because he's got the gorilla promotion now. Even if I move him onto the hill, even if there is an axe here, so it's a single axe, I should still have odds on defense with that archer. So I don't mind moving him forward. I want to move him onto this hill because that actually covers pretty much everything I want just with one unit. If I had a second unit that I could put instead on this hill here, I'd move the archer down to here, and that'd stop more. That would uncover more land. But because I've only got one unit, I'm going to go with the. I'm just going to uncover as much as possible with that one. Okay. Basic one. Back to workers now. I need to spend 4 turns working these tiles to get enough hammers. I mean, I could work this sheep for 2 and then the plains forest for 1. But I need to chop a forest as well to get this city to 30. I could work that plains forest for 1 turn so that I could get to 10 hammers 1 turn sooner. But I don't need to get to 10 hammers, I need to get to 30 so that I can single pop slave the granary. And that's the tile, that plains forest is the tile I was going to chop. So really, unless I work it now and then go back, doesn't really matter. So, but if I were to work that forest now, what would I get? I'd go, I have 2 in and I make 5, so I'd make 5, so I'd go to 7, then I'd go to, I'll make 8, so 2 turns making 8 is 16, 16 plus 7. I'd be 1 food short of growing, so I could actually whip it. 3, I would be able to whip the city and immediately grow to size 2, so I'd save no food anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to just grow now. I think the wood, because it doesn't matter even if I work that tile now, it's like I can't grow and work make the chariot at the same time, I think. Oh, I can do that. So actually it might be worth doing this, because maybe if I were to give up the sheep, 1, 2, 3. Let's just see how many worker turns do I need to chop. Well, I can chop with him now anyway because it's not wasted. Worker doesn't matter. Those are both. There's 2 workers here mining. That sheep is finished. I'm gonna move down with the worker to cottage that tile. Cottage is going to be done next turn. Next turn I'll move off the farm, or will I? Will I? Next turn I'm going to move off the. I mean, give up 4. Next turn I'm going to move off the pig actually. I'll move off the grassland farm afterwards. Oops. I think it doesn't matter. Yeah, next turn I'll do that micromanagement. That doesn't matter too much. This is the turn, basically done. Then I am actually gonna work the plains forest this turn. I'll move the sheep next turn. There's nothing special here, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the turn. Just check the demographics quickly, and that's everything. Cheers.